Hello there. Yet another car ramming attack in Germany, this time in Mannheim, with multiple fatalities. How long until the backlash turns from the political into mass civil unrest? There you go. Because of the concerns of the German police, I have had to lie in the headline to this video. I called it Germany, Serious Car Attack on Crowd. As if a car can attack people. And the mainstream media are of course saying that a car has rammed into people near a Shrove Monday carnival market. And the latest is that 2 people are now dead as a result, and people have been told to stay at home. Our thoughts and prayers should be with the deceased and the injured, and the families and friends of those affected. Well, I will point out that Germany may be testing driverless cars on its roads, but they are not yet widely available. Nor have there been reports of driverless cars wandering the streets chasing people. And as the police report that they've arrested someone, then I somehow doubt it was a driverless car that was involved. More likely a human driver operated car, although I could be wrong. But the incoming German Chancellor has himself referred to this incident on X as a crime, and a 40-year-old German citizen has been arrested. And this makes it, 6 similar events in Germany in the last few months? And once again, a child is sadly among those reported as seriously injured. And you must not share videos or images of the event on social media, nor must you speculate. Because the social media misinformation Stasi will be sitting in force monitoring your every keystroke. But I fear that Germany and the rest of Europe is heading into dark times, with mass civil unrest edging ever closer. And I base this on what I read in the comment sections on social media and mainstream media outlets, even though the mainstream media themselves will not go near any such talk themselves. But Germany is on high alert after a string of these nasty events. And one has to ask how much more they're expected to endure, even though we do not yet know anything about the who or the motives, if any, of this particular event. But I think the establishment would much prefer the people just to celebrate the diversity of it all. Now, I'm not saying today's event is religious-based, but it is becoming clear that the danger is growing, but also that the ability of the security forces to handle it might be dwindling, as they have to stretch their resources ever more to cover that growing threat. You have to be utterly devoid of any social awareness to believe that we are witnessing a growing, peaceful and cohesive set of societies across Europe. Although that is exactly what the elites across the continent want us to believe. They want us to become desensitized to car and knife attacks, as if we are supposed to just accept them as we hand European culture and civilization over to, let's just say, a more barbaric mode of operating. We are meant to accept this as part and parcel of this new wonderful world of their construction that we must live in today. Blasphemy laws coming into Britain to protect one religion, whilst allowing the persecution of the mother religion of our country, and the same will shortly apply to Germany. J.D. Vance was right when he lectured the Munich Security Conference about an enemy within. Is it any wonder he spoke about the horror of looking into the dystopian nightmare befalling Europe? Yes, in Germany you will be arrested for an offensive social media post, and in Britain you will be arrested for praying in your own head. And in certain places you will be arrested for praying in your own home. But all of that will only apply to the one, shall I call it, home religion. And isn't it strange that we are now being bombarded by education on the fasting of Ramadan? but not on the Christian fasting period of Lent that is also running right now. Maybe that's because those that follow the Great Lent rules are meant to do so without proclaiming it to the world. Anyway, the German authorities will be extremely keen to try and keep a lid on any potential trouble caused by the concerned far right. So you have to wonder if more money will be channeled into protecting the houses of worship of one specific demographic. And you do have to wonder how much support this latest horror will send the way of the AfD, don't you? They're already riding high on a recent 192-seat win with 21% of the vote in the recent German elections. Maybe more people are now regretting not putting their vote the way of the AfD. But the establishment will get into overdrive on doing all they can to shut down any debate around this subject, especially where the origins of the perpetrators are concerned. They would rather that people stayed away from events celebrating the culture of Germany and any Christian connections it might have, so as to head off any more such nasty events off at the pass. No celebrations, no errant cars charging about at random into people. They would rather that the people of Germany just stayed at home, except for going to work, of course. How soon will it be before no one can get any insurance in Europe to run a home cultural event? How soon before police forces across the West prevent domestic cultural events due to them becoming too dangerous for their officers to protect? And in the UK, we've already passed laws that go directly against the religious belief of Christians by preventing them from praying in certain places. How long before these new blasphemy laws due to come into force in the UK, for example, prevent Christians praying anywhere but within a church in case it offends those of another religion? How long? I can see it coming once those completely one-sided blasphemy laws come into effect. And there are calls to enshrine such laws into the German legal structure as well, to combat what is described by some as raging Islamophobia in Germany as it swings to the right of politics. The overly tolerant people of Europe are being expected on a daily basis to ratchet up their tolerance ever further, while the governments ignore their duties where border protection is concerned. Except at election time, of course. Finally, please like, subscribe and comment below, and check out our other channel, Tripe and Whatnot, link in the descriptions box below. And thank you for watching.